my nails video with for you today because you guys seemed to like them, and I figured I'm doing another sort of layering video, so I may as well show you what I'm doing on my nails. I already have a base coat on. I am using Orly's Bonder. It's at this point the only one that I use because I'm trying to use up the whole bottle, but it's a really, really good one. Definitely keeps my nail polish on very, very long. For a top coat, I am using Seche Vite, which is the one that I always use. And then the colors today, I think I want to do something pink and sparkly and obnoxious. So I have this one. This is from Paw Polish. This is a Japanese brand. I get it in my local Japantown, and this is in the color AA40, so it doesn't really have a name, but it's like a pink jelly base with opalescent flakies in it. This is New Year's Eve from Lynnderella, and this is like a rainbowy sort of glitter. It has a little bit more, or like less of a silver glitter running through it, like Deborah Lippman's Happy Birthday. This one has a little bit more color and like matte black running through it. This is from I Love Nail Polish, and this is in the color Metropolis. This is one of their multi-chrome flakies, and I love the multi-chrome flakies. I wanted something sort of in that purpley pink red color family. This one is from China Glaze. This is in the color This One's For You, and this is an opalescent glitter with some shimmer running through it. This is a Holo top coat from Starlight Polish. This is in the color Starlight, and this one is I Lily Love You from OPI, and this is a pink jelly base with opalescent glitter running through it as well. So you can tell sort of the theme of this nail polish is going to be opalescent glitters sandwiched between some jellies. So yeah, I'm really excited. Adding a little bit of Holo in there as well because I do love myself a Holo. So those are the polishes. And then recently, so I like use craft glitter all the time, but this is the Martha Stewart craft glitter in rose quartz and smoky quartz. And I had actually pressed these onto my nail in the last manicure that I did, not the last one that I filmed, but the last one that I did just in person. And I actually really liked it. I pressed it onto my nail after I did a coat of Seche Vite, and after it was like dry to the touch, I just pressed a little bit on and it just added a little bit more sparkle. So I figured I would do that today as well. And these are just glitters that I, again, picked up at Michael's or something. This one is a little bit more of micro glitter, and this one's a little bit chunkier. It's like slightly bigger, but yeah, rose gold and like a platinum glitter. So let's get started. I am going to probably start with the pink flaky base because I want to start with something that is pink and will add a little bit of tint to my nail. But it also, this one is actually a particularly thin polish. Like the formula isn't too sticky and too overwhelmingly jelly. So yeah, it adds a little bit of color as you can see. Oh, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to all of my nails. And I really love the way like a magenta jelly looks on the nail. I just think it's like a really flattering look. I know not a lot of people like jellies because they're so sheer, but I just love the way that like layered jellies look. And it is one of my favorite things to do with nail polish. I like actually go through phases of liking to do like a ton on my nails and then just like wanting nothing on my nails. So like this is my phase of wanting to do everything on my nails, and probably in about a month I'll be like, you know what? I just want like a pink cream on my nail. But anyway, that's the first coat of that Paw Flaky polish, and I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll go in probably with the Lynnderella glitter next. Okay, so I'm going in with New Year's Eve now. I hope that's in focus. One can only hope that these videos are in focus. And yeah, this adds glitter. It doesn't really add like a colored base, which I love the base of Lynnderella polishes. Their glitter base is, it's not quite like a regular nail polish. It has almost like a thin gel consistency, and not like a gel nail polish, like a silicone gel consistency. It's really hard to explain. It's the only brand whose polishes I've come across that have this sort of texture in their base because it's so easy to layer and so easy to apply. So yeah, I love the way that Lynnderella polishes apply. I love how original her polishes used to be. They definitely were like the standard of chunky glitters for a while. But yeah, it's like crazy that, you know, people don't fawn over Lynnderella as much as they used to. It was definitely like the big brand for such a long time. Laro, when she was like just getting started, used to sell Lynnderella on like a waiting list system. Like it was crazy. And then Lynnderella moved to eBay, which it's like, I think is so much better for everyone. And they're a lot more accessible now, but they're really, really beautiful polishes. And they're so, like, the formula, again, is unique to pretty much any other glitter polish that I've ever used. So yeah, I don't think I've ever actually painted my right hand on camera before. I'm not great at it. It's definitely easier for me to do it like up close, but since I'm still talking, I figured I might as well just do this for you guys on camera. It's a struggle. People are going to be like, you're so bad at painting your nails. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm right-handed. I'm using my left hand on my right hand right now. And there's a camera and a tripod in the way. Like, I'm sorry. It's difficult. It's all sorts of sloppy, but the best part about glitter, chunky top coats being sloppy is that you can just kind of pick the glitter off of like the parts that miss your nail. So yeah, that is that coat. I'm going to let this dry and then I'll go in with the next coat. Okay, I'm going to go in with Metropolis from I Love Nail Polish. And in my last Paint My Nails With Me video, I was talking about if you guys have read any good books. I got some good book recommendations through there. And in terms of TV shows, so I started watching Dynasty. And I'm hooked. I think it's just like the most mindless sort of salacious drama that I needed right now. And I love it. Still watching Outlander. I watched Future Man on Hulu, which is super funny. It's an adult comedy for sure. But it's about this guy, Josh Hutcherson from The Hunger Games, beats this video game, and people from the future come back and are like, because you beat this video game, we need you to help us fix the future. And it's really funny. So if you guys are into sort of dirty, nerdy humor, then you guys will like that one. I thought it was really funny, and it was really easy to watch. They were like, I think they were 30-minute episodes, but yeah, great. And then I also caught up on The Good Place, which I love The Good Place. It's another sort of fun, lighthearted comedy. And yeah, I am totally invested in that show again. And then other TV shows. I've caught up on Grey's Anatomy, which is just like, there's so much drama. It's the show that I just can't quit. Like, there's so much that happens. I hadn't actually caught up in all of last season, and then my friend Kate was like, have you caught up? And I was like, no, I really should. So I did, and it's so much drama, but I can't quit that show. I used to be like that with Once Upon a Time, but I just can't do that with Once Upon a Time anymore because it just got too ridiculous. But I've heard that this season's like not terrible, so maybe I'll start Once Upon a Time again. But if you guys have any shows that you just cannot quit for whatever reason, then let me know, because we all have that one show. And for me, for the longest time, it was like, well, I guess it still is Grey's, but like shows like True Blood got super weird at the end, but I just couldn't not watch the end because it's True Blood. So yeah, that is what the multi-chrome flakies look like. I think I'm actually going to add one more polish layer in there. Not that this isn't enough nail polish, but I'm going to add one more layer of the paw in there because I think I want this flaky to come out a little bit more, just so I get a little bit more opalescence in there. So I'm going to go in now actually and do that really quick. The best part about layering these types of polishes, by the way, is that none of these polishes are thick or super opaque except for that last OPI one that I showed you. So I'm going to do that one last, but even if you layer like 5 layers of nail polish of these, for example, it kind of ends up being about the same thickness as 3 layers of like a cream polish, for example. So even though you layer this up, it's just not too bad. Like, it's a pretty thin manicure still on your nail anyway. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And that added a little bit more pink, so I'm kind of happy with that one. So yeah, this definitely looks like glitter puked on my nails, but I'm into it. I feel like I like doing this type of manicure when I have longer nails. I just think that it looks better than on my nails when they're short. My nails when they're short, I feel like look way better with just a cream polish versus all of these different types of textures. So yeah, let me know what shows that you guys just can't quit. Also, I've talked about this before in videos, like my videos that are like a few of my favorite things like that, where I don't talk about anything beauty related. But my friend Pam co-hosts a podcast called Hypeable, or for the Hypeable website, it's called Hypeable Hype, and she and currently Selena is her co-host. Just talk about entertainment news every week and like other pop culture things. They talk about movies and books and TV shows. And if you guys are into that, I totally recommend listening to their podcast. I will link it down below. I have just caught up on all of their episodes and they're amazing. And it really is just like sitting and listening to your girlfriends talk about shows that they like, especially if you're sort of on the nerdier end of things. Yeah, it's great. So I will definitely link that down below. I totally recommend it and I love them, and they have been sort of like my morning listen in the mornings that I don't have work. Like on the weekends, I just sit and listen in my bed and I love it. So I will link Hypeable Hype down below, and I'm going to go in with the next layer of nail polish. So this is that China Glaze color called This One's For You, which is that opalescent glitter, and it has a little bit of shimmer running through it as well. And this I'm going to layer in right here. Doesn't really do anything, but I know it's there, so that's all that matters, right? It's just adding another layer of glitter. And I feel like when you sandwich on these really sheer glitters, it adds sort of like a top coat effect as well. So it'll keep those Lynnderella glitters, for example, down flat. And I feel like it keeps them from chipping off easy as well. Whenever I do layering manicures like this, I find that my manicures actually last forever because there's just so many thin layers of basically clear over any sort of chunky glitters. And a lot of the times when I do chunky glitter, I feel like they chip really easy. They just like flake off really easy because, you know, they're not really meant to stick to anything but nail polish. But when you really seal it in with these sheer polishes, it works out really well. So I'm into it. So yeah. I also know that I've sort of abandoned my nail polish Instagram. Not in the sense that like I don't check it. I do check it once in a while, but I do need to like update that more. So if you guys ever do layering manicures and take photos, I would love it if you guys could tag my Instagram so I can see them, because I love seeing other people's manicures. I have a couple people that already do that, and it's just like fun for me to see what other people do, and I get total like nail inspiration from it. So yeah, tag me in your nail polish photos so I can see, because I would love to see them. So yeah, that is the opalescent layer. I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit before I do the hollow layer. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my hollow. This is just because I like hollow. This adds nothing but rainbow sparkles for me. In fact, it kind of makes the manicure a little bit cloudy, but I just like a rainbow. Oh, I did that thing where I put the nail polish bottle on the wrong side and I couldn't reach around the tripod. I just love a rainbow sparkle. I love a hollow. It just makes me so happy. And this one I'm definitely doing like a sheer coat. I'm not trying to put a ton of hollow on top. Just because I want to see all of the other textures and colors in there a little bit more than if I did a thicker coat of hollow. So yeah. Oh, movies. I have seen like so many movies in the last week. I saw Murder on the Orient Express. For anybody that watches the show Poirot, I personally liked the show Poirot more, but it's just because I really like that show. But I thought it was good otherwise. I thought it was like a really, really, really hard representation of like Kenneth Branagh's style as a director. So if you like him, you'll love it. But I thought the cast did well, and like I'm not super familiar with Agatha Christie's writing, but you know, it was an enjoyable film to kind of intro into the holiday film season. I saw Justice League, which wasn't great, but you know, it's just a fun, it's just like a fun superhero movie. So I don't know, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't like the worst. Except for Henry Cavill's lip. They made his lip look really weird because he has a mustache for Mission Impossible 6, but he didn't shave it, so they just like digitally edited it out, and it's like kind of the worst. Considering that Henry Cavill is a beautiful, beautiful man, they kind of ruined his face, and it makes me really upset. I like take it kind of personally, to be honest. But yeah, I saw Justice League, and then I saw Coco, which is Pixar's new movie. I'm gonna go in with this one now. It's Pixar's new movie, and it was really, really good. I mean, okay, so I am not Latino in the slightest. I'm not Mexican, but Sergio and Pam are. Their grandma is Mexican, so I asked them how they liked it, and they said, you know, they really appreciated the detail that went into producing that film, and art-wise, it was stunning. Like, it was such a beautiful film. So, and then like story-wise, I think it has some like universal themes that are pretty applicable to like anyone, especially when it comes to family and understanding and accepting your family. I wouldn't say it's the most original of stories as just like a base story, but it was really pretty and it was really sweet, and I did really enjoy it. And, you know, from a Latino or Mexican point of view, I guess since Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday, so from a Mexican point of view, my friends really, really did enjoy it as well. So yeah, that's what this manicure is going to end up looking like. I don't think I'm going to do any other coats of anything because it's quite complex now, but that is what I'm going to leave it at. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys kind of like the rambling of things that I've watched and enjoyed in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, otherwise I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, so this is going to be dry to the touch, and I got some of that glitter and I just poured a little bit right there, and what I'm going to do is just take my finger and just kind of press it on top. Not very hard, but just a little bit, just to add a little bit more glitter to my nail, because obviously I didn't have enough. So like when I pick it up with my finger, not a lot gets on my finger. So even when I press some on, it doesn't really do any like hard coverage on my nail. It's just something to add a little bit more metallic fun time on my nails. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. There's just so much going on my nail, but I really like it. So yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys like that sort of random ramble about all the things I've been liking recently. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and I'm just gonna do a top coat now. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon.